Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister. He met Mama lying down in old New Orleans, strutting her stuff on the street. She said, hello, hey, Joe, you wanna give it a go? Kitchi, kitchi, ya, da, da. Kitchi, kitchi, ya, here. Mocha chocolate, ya. Creole lady mama alone.
Where's all my soul sisters? Let me hear your flow, sisters.
Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, flow, sister.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy New Year to the blackest show about nothing.
That's the last motherfucking time I'm saying it.
Yes, Jade and XD. I'm XD, aka the Chuck D of homosexuality, aka homo without a pause, aka the gay Effie White, cause what? Nigga, we all got pain. Aka Fagnificent, aka Hoisha. AKA your auntie's favorite auntie, AKA Mr. Swing Low, no chariot, AKA the black gay mod. Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. What the fuck is wrong? AKA the gay Mary Poppins because I'm practically perfect in every way. AKA Homo La Flor, AKA that ooh. AKA that fleet toting prep holding nigga on your damn street. AKA Barbara Streisand. People who need people. AKA 19% because every day should have 19% of me. AKA I'm every woman because it's all in me. And AKA Brent Quantity because if I can't reach the base,
get that dick out my face.
Yeah. Gang.
I'm Jade.
Yup.
AKA
Yup.
La Señorita Problemática Favorita. AKA Griselda Negra. AKA your mom.
Ew, your mom.
AKA Noah's former apartment. AKA whatever you want me to be, nigga.
Whatever you want, whatever you need. Anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally. 'Cause I'm every woman.
Every woman!
It's all in me. It's all in me. Oh, 2019. We've made it. I can't believe we made it. This
Nigga,
is what you came for.
Yeah.
This is what we thankful for.
Yeah.
Woo! Anyway, brand new episode, new flavor in your ear. Not to be confused with the titty in your ear, as I've learned last week when I listened to the replay episode.
Oh, wow. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. Because you were like, titty in your ear.
Wow, I don't even
Because you were like,
remember what I said.
AKA titty in your ear. And I was like, so fuck what you heard.
I need to get these AKAs together, but I just feel like I never will. I just be just coming up with shit.
Same. But yes, brand new year, new cut, new color. As you can see, we have some new digs.
Yo.
We are now featured at the following places: Apple, Google, Acast, TuneIn, Alexa. If you ask Alexa to play Jaden XD, we come right up.
Playing Jaden XD.
Yes. And our new favorite place to be, Spotify. Woo!
My favorite.
Yes. Down with the black and green.
Yeah, I have been. Like, Spotify is... This is not even on no ad shit or nothing.
Oh, yeah, we're not... to be clear, we're not like a Spotify certified podcast or whatever.
No.
We're just happy to be a part on the app.
And because your girls have been using Spotify for a long time.
Since 2011, I looked at my account.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
actually. Since 2011, I've been using Spotify.
Yeah.
Damn, nigga. I didn't even... Mm-hmm. Yeah. That shows you we're not a Spotify certified podcast right there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, since 2011, I've been using Spotify. So... It's been my primary like streaming service. I have Tidal, I have Apple Music, I have all of them.
Yeah.
But
me too, actually.
Well, that's because I just need access to
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
And
you need a baker because
need a baker.
But it's really Beyonce that is the reason why I have Tidal.
It's both of them for me.
Yeah.
It was somebody else, but like he's in murky waters, man.
Yep.
But anyway, I do have so I got all of them, but Spotify has always been my like go-to. Mm-hmm. So
there's such a simple user interface.
Yeah. I know how the playlists work. I know how to search for shit. I know immediately when some shit is gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Or like if it's for me. You know what I'm saying? They have like then since put these playlists together that are for me.
Do you know what playlist is really good?
What's that?
And that'd be helpful for Noah to like do your homework or whatever.
Rap Caviar?
No. 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 Remember, I'm a mandated reporter. The lo-fi beats playlist. It's all instrumental. You clean your house, you get some work done, but it's like hip hop beats, so it's not like, you feel like you on some sucker shit. So it's like foreign exchange instrumentals kind of. So it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into it.
It's really great to play at work too.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get into
the lo-fi beats playlist.
But I do love me some Spotify, so I feel complete. Mm-hmm. Now that we're here, I feel complete.
And we're also on iHeartRadio.
Also as well, in addition to.
Yeah, we are everywhere and more places to come after that. We're not done. We are going to be everywhere.
Working, nigga.
Vista. We are working. We worked on Christmas. Only reason why we didn't have a show last week was because I was sick.
I was burnt.
Because I made Jay do an episode of for Christmas. I said, Jay, we got to do a new one. She was like, yeah, we should.
And he calls me last week and he goes, I don't really want to record. And I said, whoa, nigga.
And the only reason why I did it because I was sick. I don't know. There's a nasty cold going around, y'all. Be safe.
I'm trying to like get your colloidal silver up. You know what I'm saying? Colloidal silver.
What's
you can go to the health food store. You can go Whole Foods, whatever. Colloidal silver
Colloidal sounds like a procedure.
Well, the silver basically realigns everything in your body like where it's supposed to, so it starts fighting off whatever infection is trying to hit it. So as soon as you start feeling sick, you should take colloidal silver, and then it will start realigning those things and having your body fight off.
The fuck?
Those
is
infections.
It a pill? Is it a liquid?
It's like a tincture. So it's drops. It's nasty as shit. There's also a spray, but I find the tincture to be a little bit more effective.
That's like Ferrol or whatever, which is low key like zesty cod liver oil.
Yeah.
which is disgusting. But now, as I get older, I realize why old people gave you that shit.
Yeah.
Because it cleans you out, but it prevents
you from catching colds and shit all over the place. So, cod liver oil, nigga, is a whole slavery.
Disgusting.
Slavery, like the ghetto.
Anyway, how was your New Year?
Good. I had to think about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in like a week.
That's right. New Year's was good. Crystal, Asante, Brandon, and no, Amber did not come. Yeah, Crystal, Asante, and Brandon came, and our friend Whitney from Dubai.
Yeah,
she came as well.
I was mad I missed.
I know.
I didn't know she was here.
You know, because she kept it on the. I'm eating ice. She kept it on the low. Mm-hmm. But she came, and I made 60 pounds of wings.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. I made lemon pepper, honey sriracha, and then a barbecue, and some spinach dip.
Talk more about this honey sriracha.
Oh, it was delicious. Mm-hmm. I did it on the stove. Mm-hmm. I did like some sriracha and some honey, and like crushed up some garlic and a couple other things. Mm-hmm. Whisked it up, got it real warm, and then once I fried the wings in a giant caldero, I poured the sauce on top, shook them up. Yeah. Nigga, they were delicious. Yeah. Delicious. I'm into that. Yeah. Yeah,
lemon pepper is cool and all. And barbecues, that's just a standard, but the honey
I like a balance.
Yeah, those are staples, sure. But like that honey sriracha sounds special.
Like I need the savory. Like if I'm gonna have like the Swedish savory, then I also need to have me a lemon pepper to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? So then I had the spinach dip, which is
I love spinach dip. Yes. What did you make? Did you serve it with crackers or French bread?
Oh, neither. It's tortilla chips. Mexican.
Oh, okay.
So
okay. That's fine.
So,
I like to eat spinach dip with bread.
That is also delicious, but super filling.
Yeah.
You know when I like to eat spinach dip with bread? When it has seafood in it.
Like in the dip?
Like almost like a fondue. Yes, I've had like a seafood fondue that had like shrimp and crab, and then also like spinach and like the sauce, and then you put that on top of that good French bread, that buttered French. Woohoo! Decadent. Yeah, delicious.
I'm into that.
Yeah, that's something. That's something for your ass. That's delicious. Yeah. But I just made your standard spinach dip. It was also delicious.
Awesome.
Several cheeses. Awesome. Tortilla chips, wings. You know what I'm saying? Sorrel. Mm-hmm. We had Hennessy White. Crystal came with about 27 bottles of Casamigos.
That rum punch?
No, Casamigos tequila.
Oh, tequila. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, mad tequila. And then I had some, giant lemonade. And we made it do what it do. We blew the horn at 12. Noah was with us. Her
dress was so cute.
Oh, my gosh. She was with all her gold on. She had on her gold dress and her gold booties.
Yeah.
Her Gucci booties.
Yeah.
No, I did not buy her these Gucci booties, so everybody can relax. But she was out here. Noah was like New Year's festive, but we had a good time. It was a good time. How was yours? You been booed up?
Have you seen that video about the guy who said you could put hallelujah to every song?
No.
So he was like, boot up, hallelujah, boot up. He did to every song. But, no, we were asleep by 11, which is on brand for your girl on a Monday night.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was it. Like, I went to bed, girl. I was tired.
I'm not mad.
Like, I was...
You got a lot to be tired about.
Yeah, I was just tired. I was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep.
All right, now.
And they were like, well, all right, girl, I'll see you later.
Blessings.
Yeah, I was just tired.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay.
And then I woke up. Oddly enough, I happened to wake up around like 1:30. And I was like, my dumbass going to ask myself, damn, did I miss the ball drop?
Yeah.
I was dead tired.
We watched the ball drop on the TV.
Yeah, I was oof.
It was nasty New Year's Eve, first of all.
Was it?
Yeah, it was raining boots. Yeah, it was disgusting. Actually, a lot of people.
I wasn't in
didn't
New
go
York.
out.
That's why I was like, I don't.
Right.
But yeah, I had pizza and wings,
Yes.
and I went to bed, which
And
is standard.
Sounds like a perfect New Year's to me.
I standard Monday that nothing changed.
Perfect New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's a perfect start to a new year, not New Year's.
Yeah. So Jade and I have some really cool things planned throughout the year.
We do.
As you can see, we're starting with being featured everywhere, and yeah.
Let us know what cities you want us to come to. We
Outside of the obvi, we know. However, let us know. Maybe we might do, pop up at the pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But we have a few of y'all on the list, and they're actually happening this year. No bullshit. We're working, so.
As you can see.
But with us having missed last week.
Well, let's take a break first
yes.
and get to what everybody's come here for.
Yes.
Because we have a special surprise at the end of this episode. So you have to listen to the whole thing because there's a special surprise. Nigga Peace Theater's back! Ah! Nigga Peace Theater is back, so you have to listen to the whole episode in order for you to listen to the new story. So, let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages. Bye.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. So,
Hi.
a note. I know that if you listen to some of our older episodes, shout out to the new listeners, that the commercials cut in randomly while we're talking. That's because we moved to a new service, and so they had to code to put where the commercials in. But going forward for all the new episodes, I actually control where the commercials go.
Hey.
So yeah, so old episodes. Sorry, it's gonna randomly cut in, but we thank you and love you for listening.
Up until when? Up until today?
No, last week.
Oh, okay.
last week's episode, but every other subsequent episode before that, the commercials just are gonna have to randomly pop in because of the system that we're on now.
Got it.
Which is cool because we're on the same host in space as Serial.
Oh.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan.
Hey.
#1 comedy podcast in the world.
Hey.
And This American Life, which I stand for.
Oh,
absolutely. Let's talk about some of the lesser things before we get to the main thing.
Okay.
We, Jade and I watch a lot of TV. Well, not a lot, but we watch enough. We're gonna bypass Surviving R. Kelly because we're gonna have fun today.
I've also discussed it enough.
Yeah. So
for this week,
we're gonna talk about 60 Days In.
The system was broken. It was out of control. I had to do something radical to make my jail better.
Yes, we have a new show.
If you've never seen 60 Days In, it's on A&E, and it's about a group of people who voluntarily lock themselves up in a county jail in random cities throughout the nation, and their goal is to be snitches.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, essentially, they pull 6 people? 9 people?
Well, remember, this is your first time watching the series?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 12 people in total because the season is in 2 parts. Oh. So how it works is the first 6 or 7, I forget how many people. It's maybe the first 6 go in, 3 men, 3 women. go in and they go to their respective parts of the jail. In this particular season 5, they're in Arizona. That's part A of the series. Part B, if the experiment is successful, shut up. If this experiment is successful, they will take those prisoners out and put new prisoners in. Because they don't want to have people think and get familiar or whatever. So essentially no one knows about the program or the show except for the inmates that volunteered, the warden, and the producers.
Yeah.
The COs don't know.
Nope, so they treat them like
regular
prisoners.
inmates. How they convince them to do this is that they convince the jail that they're doing a documentary about the prison system, like any other jail show that they have on A&E. The problem is that this is season 5, so prisoners are kind of have this idea like, oh, this is probably 60 days in. Yep. The first couple seasons, it's like, all right, well, no one knows what this is. But like the season 3 or season 4, I think season 4 is when I started, was with the Atlanta one. And inmates were like, nah, I've seen this shit before. I know what this is. But we're on season 5 now. We're in Arizona. We encourage you to watch it. I don't remember what day it comes on. I want to say it comes on Thursdays, but either way, check your local listings. Let's dive in, shall we?
Yes. Only episode 1 has passed. So
yes.
You all are good.
So we introduced to the characters. I don't know anybody's names, and so obviously Jade and I make names for people.
Black guy, black girl. White guy, white girl. Fat white guy.
And Latin OG.
Bunk.
The OG.
Yep.
Fake Tommy Lauren.
Oh, fake Tommy Lauren, and then there's the nigga cop.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a nigga cop on there who wants to go in, and they all have different reasons for volunteering for this program. And he's a cop, and he has a curl.
So he said he became a cop because he was tired of being harassed by cops.
Which
okay,
that's a slippery slope, but yeah,
right. That's a fine line.
Yeah,
that's a fine line.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a fine line between I get it and but I don't.
Right. So that was his thing. He's I feel like he's short. He's one of them gym niggas that can't put their arms down because he can't put his arms down.
Yeah. Better resurrect my term.
Yeah.
Gym niggas.
Gym nigga. Yeah. Shut up!
What the fuck, nigga?
Do you want to be on 60 Days Locked In?
I know he's short. It's always those short ones. So loud.
Anywho, there's a fake Tommy Lauren.
Yes, who says that she is very right wing.
Yeah, she comes out the gate saying that she's very right wing, and she was like, people automatically assume like what I've been through or what I haven't been through. And she's trying to go in there guns blazing, but the warden was like, they're gonna eat you alive because you
look like a bitch.
Yeah, he told her, and I quote, you look like a bitch.
And not how we say bitch. Like, no, you look like a bitch.
Yeah.
He's like, you're just giving me bitch. Like, I know you're not, but
like, no, you look like a bitch.
But you look like a bitch.
Yeah.
So she was like, wow, thanks so much. I look like a bitch.
Right. They're gonna ragtag her in prison. I can't wait.
They are. Cannot wait. She is the Piper Kerman of this shit.
Absolutely.
So.
And then there's black lesbian. She's not really well, we don't know if she's a lesbian.
So she's got cornrows and like her sides are shaved.
And it's like a shape up. And
then she also has 2 children.
And she has blue in the braids, in the cornrow.
Right, which they told her to take out because they said if she don't take them out, then she's going to have to identify as Crip going in immediately.
And then did not take them out. She just settled for a darker blue, which is like a purple looking like. Like, bitch, just take them out, period. Or just put black in.
Very Violet Beauregard about her shit.
Yeah. But she served in the military, so that also gives us like... Oh, yeah, she's
from New Orleans.
Yeah. So she wanted to... She said she grew up around, like, a bad environment and all that good stuff. And so she was like, I've never been in jail, but I've been around it. And everybody's like, just because you've been around a girl don't mean that you've been in it. Which is fine. Fast forward, there's some other people who I don't really remember. They're not really that important. But the main star of this show, the OG.
The OG.
This man is a chaplain now.
He is a chaplain.
He is
former inmate.
And not only former inmate, but former Latin king.
Yep.
He is from New York, from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Puerto Rican. I forget what his initial crime was.
I don't remember either.
But he was in prison for 10 years.
He said the first time he ever committed a crime, he was 16 years old. Mm-hmm. The first time, yeah.
And he's older.
Yeah.
So yeah, he knows what's up.
He got like an OG like stance to him. So the thing about him is he had Latin King tattoos.
Yeah.
And then got them covered with other tattoos.
Right.
And so, immediately the warden and the cops were like, when they did their initial meeting, they were like, so you were Latin King? And he was like, no, I got this covered, da-da-da-da. The fact that they identified that was a problem.
Yeah.
So my man was like, nah, I can say this is for this and this is for this and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he gets in there. Right. Or do you want to keep introducing people first?
That's all I can remember now.
So he gets in there. And immediately...
As soon as he walked in the room...
Two of them walked up on him. Chicano. And he was like, yeah, I'm Chicano. Or whatever. So then they start swarming. They start coming in, like... asking questions, wanting to know about him. But then they gave him like a little bit of respect because they could tell he was an OG.
They knew he was an OG.
You can tell by his stance.
They made his bed.
They made his bed, which is a sign of respect and knowing that you hold some sort of status.
Yeah.
But they don't know that this nigga was Latin King. So then one of the what do you want to call him? The head dudes, one of the head leaders.
Yeah.
Comes in. And he's asking him questions and sizing him up, and he's like,
"The Grand Wizard of the Chicano."
Right.
Because everything is racist.
The Grand Chicano.
Yeah, the Grand Chicano.
The Grand Chicano walks in.
Yeah.
And does he ask him specifically if he's Latin King?
Yeah,
yes, because they're looking at his tattoos. And he's like, no, I'm Puerto Rican. Da 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 da. And so they know, but he's from the East Coast, and the East Coast is where the Latin Kings.
Yeah.
They run as far as, Latin gangs are concerned. So he's like, no, I'm Chicano. And that's where it leaves off with him.
Right.
Bokeem Woodbine. It's gone.
So just know that this show is no joke because in this particular season,
I thought you should talk about Jay next year. I was like, no, this is all jokes.
Oh, absolutely. Please, there's nothing serious about this show.
Wait,
ever.
Pause on 60 Days In real quick.
I know what you're about to say.
So I just want you all to know that I went on Bokeem Woodbine's Instagram and I had to call XD because Bokeem Woodbine hashtags all his pictures. Bokeem Woodbine. I can't make this shit up. Go see for yourself.
My question is, no one else is tagging Bokeem Woodbine but Bokeem Woodbine.
All his pictures are hashtag Bokeem Woodbine. Go get your life. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay, back to the show.
But anywho, this is the first season where the experiment goes awry.
Yes.
And they have to abort the entire program.
We saw blood in the preview on the floor.
Well, that's every season. Because the one in Atlanta, nigga.
Nigga, did you see where they said that somebody was in? It was a cop or what? They got stabbed 21 times.
The lieutenant got stabbed 21 times.
Shanked.
With
and lived.
A shiv from the bed.
The metal from the bed. Yes. They formed a shiv from the metal from the bed and shanked this nigga 21 times, and he fought back and lived.
You need to go back and watch the Atlanta season.
What is this on?
On A&E.
I know. They don't have past seasons though.
Yeah, they do. That's how on Hulu.
App.
On Hulu.
Oh, on Hulu. Oh,
bet.
bet.
Yeah. Actually, and the new season on Hulu too. So
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
yeah. Listen, the Atlanta one, wild. Okay. And the thing about A&E is like they don't. You know how sometimes they'll like try to blur shit out.
Yeah.
Not on this show. You see full fights, like full blood drawn.
Oh, I saw blood on the floor.
You also see where they on the Atlanta season. You'll get into this season too because it happens on every season. You see how they bring drugs into the jail. You see them doing drugs.
So that's the mission, by the way, for those who. So the mission is for them to. They have 3 things that they want to look for. They want to see how drugs are coming into the jail. They want to see how drugs are coming to the jail. They want to know about gang activity, and they want to know about the operations of the actual like prison.
Which means they want to know about mistreatment of like, but I don't think they really care about that.
They don't. They're really focused on gangs and drugs.
Right.
Because then so there's 2 white men. We have to talk about the white men. The one with the crazy eyes.
Oh, the one where is that the one where they're like he can't say that he's a pedophile because he looks like a pedophile?
Wait, the fat one?
Yeah, well,
no,
what's
you
the other
talking
crazy eyes?
The one with the guns.
Oh,
nigga.
Oh, yes.
He's a PI.
Yeah, I bet you he's the one that's gonna fail the operation too.
I think it's the black girl because she is caving in these
She
interviews.
is scared than a motherfucker.
Before she even went in, and when her babies were like, "I don't want you to go," I was like, "But why you going?"
Right.
Why you doing this?
The PI, that nigga crazy, but I feel like he's gonna get fucked up because they.
Oh yes, did you see the?
He's getting fucked up, and this is why because they made him the exception. I don't know why he talked about I need to work alone. And I bet you you don't.
You don't need to work. First of all, he's a PI. His entire border of his house is secured with like barbed wire and like, what else did he say? I don't know, a bunch of shit that'll fuck a nigga up. You know what? Yes, all kinds of hepatitis,
Cholera.
all kinds of tetanus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Amoebic dysentery.
Yeah.
So then he said, should you so happen to get past this barbed wire and such, then
the dogs will get you, or the shoot.
There is an AK set up that will blow your head off.
Yeah.
Should you get past the wiring? So then he's got beware of the owner signs all around his house. He's got guns all over his house. They show him shooting for no reason. Like he's just shooting, just target practice. And this nigga has a vengeance in his eyes. Mm-hmm. And then he's at dinner with his girlfriend, which blink twice, sis. Blink twice. So he's at dinner with his girlfriend, and they're talking. This is right before he's getting ready to go and do the thing or whatever, go in, and he's like, all right, now if an intruder gets in, how is this supposed to go? And she's like, shoot first. She's like, do the AK and then switch to the
switch to the Glock.
I was like, yo. He was like, and then when do you stop shooting? She's like, when I'm out of ammo.
Right.
I was like,
y'all are going to jail. Period.
Literally.
But then there's the other white guy who looks like Dilbert.
He definitely.
But the only thing I can think of him being in jail for, and that's why they said it too.
They did.
They were like, "You look like a child predator."
They said so. Then they gave them little tests in their session, their little training session, where they said how the inmates would press them and what kind of questions they would press them with. So with the chunky one, they were like, "You like little boys? Mm-hmm. You watch child porn?" Like, just straight out the bat. And he was like, no, I'm not into that. No. But that is exactly what he looks like he's in for. He don't look like he has committed a single other crime in this
like
world.
Every white coworker.
He looked like Jared, like a few bodies ago.
But he was also in a child porn.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an interesting show, y'all. Watch.
Oh, the previews of The White Man. So when they show that the whole thing's gonna go awry, right? And we don't know when that's gonna happen. Clearly, it's not gonna happen in the next few episodes. The white man is on the phone. The crazy one with the crazy eyes and the guns. He's on the phone. And he's like, if somebody's not here in 10 minutes, I'm gonna stand on this tabletop and I'm blowing this whole shit up. I'm telling everything. I was like, But I still think it's the black girl because that's very obvious.
Yeah, because she just had like a deer caught in headlights. Like, what is going on?
Immediately when she walked in, did you hear that girl in the background when she walked in talking about, oh, she's pretty, I want her.
Mm-hmm. They be dyking on this show hard. Like last season, the old girl had a girlfriend. One of the participants was doing drugs with them, talking about, I had to fit in.
Oh, and then the white man, he was like, everybody does. The editing. He was like, everybody does drugs in here. No,
yeah, everybody. They say that every season.
Oh, there was the black cop who, what do we call him?
Nigga cop.
Nigga cop. Nigga cop was like, everybody does drugs in here. Everybody.
No, everybody, like on the Atlanta season, everybody does drugs.
With pills? They crushing up pills and
they have this thing called whippets. And essentially it's like they crush up pills and Kool-Aid packets or whatever they can, and they make it this mixture. It's almost, and they put it on their finger, on their hand, and they eat it. It's called whippets. Or they might be able to smuggle some coke or some Molly or whatever they can through their booty holes.
They get weed
or
too.
Or their foreskins or whatever. Listen, they get it by hook or crook through intake.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, because that girl was in the preview talking about, you just stick it up your butt.
That's why they have to bend over and cough.
Mm-hmm. Because they be having drugs up their booty holes. Mm-hmm. So anyways, yes, that's the first episode of 60 Days In. Go ahead and catch up so you can chat along with us. Nigga, this finna be good.
Yeah. Extreme Love.
I forgot we're talking about that. We're talking about that?
Yeah, we are. Extreme Love is did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay. Extreme Love is a show that comes on right after Love After Lockup.
We all want someone to love.
There you are. We did have instant chemistry.
It's awesome. But you've never seen love like this before.
Age play makes us stronger as a couple.
Provocative.
Daly and I have always been polyamorous.
It showcases different stories in different episodes. So like the very first episode was this young guy who was 26 years old, and he had a girlfriend who was 91. R.I.P. because she passed away.
Listen, I'm not,
and he cheated on her with the 68-year-old.
He did. Yeah, she did pass away.
Yeah, niggas ain't shit.
So, ageism, this is gonna be ageist. Yo, I don't want to, it was gross.
The thing is,
watching them tongue down was gross, son. And I don't like.
And they talk very intimately about how she was dry and they had to use lube or whatever. She looked wooden. So
she was 91.
Right.
I was gross. I was gross.
She was a USO girl during Civil War. You hear me? She was probably, her and Susan B. Anthony sewed that flag together. Mama was a suffragette.
I was gross.
But they also showcase different stories. So the one most interesting story was the gay couple with one was trans. He's a trans man and he was with the other cis man, and the trans man was pregnant. That's not the odd part of the story. The odd part of the story is that they think that they could raise the baby in a bus with no real electricity.
Frustrating.
Because the whole time I'm like, the trans thing, that's the most normal part of this whole thing. It is normal, but I was like, this is the most, what makes you think that you can have a baby in a bus? And it was super small. And I did feel bad because they were concerned about going to a hospital and not having the doctor staff be
because of their situation.
Yeah. But I was
or their staff.
Yeah, but I was just I don't understand. What makes you think no.
You can't raise no baby on no bus.
Right. Or outside. They're hippies.
Hippies.
Right.
bathe in the river hippies.
Yeah. You can't do that. I wonder if they're anti-vaxxers.
It's also very I did laugh When they said they met on Grindr.
Yes, that shit was funny.
I was like, wait a minute. Y'all do all this hippy dippy shit. Y'all niggas met on Grindr?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, y'all was out here searching for hippie dick.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's a show because like there's the girl who wanted to be fat, the fattest
She
woman
wanted to
in
be
the
the
world.
fattest woman in the world. She got to 700 pounds. Her mother was very concerned about her.
But girl was like, listen, I don't want to go to work. I just want a man to take care of me. He loves me. He just feeds me. I was like, girl, move. I just want to be fat and like not work out and make money because she made money being a plus size model.
Yeah, she did. He funneled a weight gain shake down her throat.
It wasn't really a weight gain shake so much. It was just a regular milkshake.
It was not a regular milkshake. Did you see what they put in that?
Yeah, crushed Pop-Tarts. Mood.
Crushed Pop-Tarts.
Lit.
Ice cream.
Wonderful.
Heavy whipping cream.
Duh.
Yo, what's your life in your stomach like?
Listen, like, I can't eat these things, but if my goal is to be the fattest person in the world and knowing that I have a man who loves it and will take care of me where I don't have to walk and get up and do things, sign me up.
Yo, if I drink heavy whipping cream and ice cream and crushed Pop-Tarts,
She got turned on by how
I will
by
blow
being
this
full.
whole bitch up. It will look like that motherfucking Con Ed shit with the blue sky, but it will be brown. Nigga, I will literally paint the sky. I will literally paint the colors of the motherfucking wind if I drink heavy whipping
Same.
cream and ice cream
Same.
and crushed Pop-Tarts.
I will blow this up in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's gonna look like that first episode of American Horror Story, Apocalypse,
Yeah.
in LA. Like,
Yeah. Bird Box would be like me having gas. Don't look! XD farted. You will kill yourself.
Brian's face. She's like, don't look at me.
It's coming out like lava.
It's coming out like lava.
But I do need to make a milkshake with crushed Pop-Tarts, though. That sounds really lit.
that part.
Yeah. See? And she got turned on by how full she was. I was like, girl, same. Mood.
She started rubbing her belly sensually.
Yeah. All seductive and sensually because she was satiated.
And this nigga, every time he fed her, it's like he would get harder. It was like, yes. Oh, he's like,
And they have an
I know you
amazing
can
sex
take
life.
it. She got pregnant.
Yeah.
And that's how she ended up having to lose. She lost 200 and something pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she's still going.
I feel like now she's lost 400 at this point.
Probably so.
Because she had to have the baby, and now she was like, okay, those aren't my goals anymore. Shut up. I have a baby now.
Mm-hmm.
Named Michelle. So I was like, oh, okay.
She's like, I'm going to stop the fetish modeling and try to live a normal life. So I was like, all right, girl.
Right.
But what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
I had to I couldn't with the man with the dolls.
Right.
That shit was weird.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about no doll shaming. Don't come to me with no new terms. I don't give a fuck. That doll shit was weird. So.
Yeah.
So.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be back after these messages.
Yeah.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Yes, Warden, I'm just here to get my baby out of jail. Tried to raise
and we're back. So, Love After Lockup.
We got 2 episodes to cover, nigga. 2.
This is a long episode.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
Why, you want to save nigga?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No. It's our first show of the new year.
Yes.
We have to come out swinging.
You right. Like homegirl at McDonald's. I'm not with the shits.
Yo.
I'm not the fucking one.
Wow.
Like, fuck that nigga, and I'm glad that he, I'm glad that he got arrested and all that good stuff and charged. She is about to own that McDonald's. That's all I'm saying. And she deserves.
Yeah. So Love After Lockup.
Last week.
So many things happened. I think we could just talk about the couples, not necessarily last week and this week, but just talk about the couples.
Okay.
Where do we begin? Because the couple we didn't think we gonna care about turned into some shit we thought we now have to care about.
Oh, I know. Oh.
Shit went left. All right, let's talk about yellow teeth and SSI.
Okay, so coffee grounds and Toothpaste.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
skinny fat bastard actually ended up going to Texas alone to pick up his queen, coffee grounds and toothpaste.
She got out 3 hours later than than she said she would, so he was waiting there for a good portion of time. But she ran out.
She looked both ways before she crossed the street.
She did.
And they embraced and hugged and kissed each other. And she said, "Wow, you look so much cuter in person."
So much cuter in person.
And both Jade and I said,
"Oh,
that's
and
interesting."
he said he was worried about how she was going to look because prison changes people. And she told him she gained a little weight. So he was worried. The nerve.
The brazen audacity, the unmitigated gall.
The caucasity of it all.
Anywho.
But then he said he was very pleased with her looks when she got out with her butter love teeth.
Yo, I know she like...
Nigga.
Prison sisters got to do better with oral care because I'm like,
Two words. Carry gold.
And I can't even say that because the other nigga that got out of prison, the nigga with the braids, his teeth were white. So I can't even blame like.
Oh no, I'm not blaming the prison system.
Like,
I'm just calling her teeth carry golds.
Like her teeth are wild. Yellow.
Irish butter, okay, purely churned from a sheep's ass, like. Oof. So they were, and they
Irish
kissed
butter
into Irish butter
from Jerry, Larry,
August,
Terry, and Bob.
So they kissed, and that was nasty.
Ooh, disgusting. My stomach turned.
And then immediately she said she won't go get her hair done.
Yep. No shower, no nail, no.
She did not ask for a shower.
She did not want to soak in a tub.
She never once asked for a shower.
She never even hit a bird bath. Like, nah, she just.
But I'll tell you what she did have. A list. She had a list.
Of things for him to buy.
So he takes her to go get her hair done.
And the bitches at European Wax Center.
Scam the fuck out of them.
The fuck out of them.
She goes, well, I want to go back blonde. Oh, we forgot. So coffee grounds and toothpaste, when she gets out.
The reason why she's called coffee grounds.
He's like, you have on makeup. How do you have on makeup? She goes, oh, well, the eyeliner. That's just regular pencil. That sounds painful. She's like, and the eyelashes are coffee grounds and toothpaste.
Mama had a smoky eye, so that also made me leave. She must have like scribbled the number 2 pencil lead.
No, she lit it on fire a little bit. She probably burned it a little bit
to make it softer.
To make it soft.
Because Mama had a smoky eye.
Mm-hmm. She had to round it out. So she probably scribbled it like you said. Then she lit it on fire, and then she made some eyeliner.
But she also had like eyeshadow. So like she had to use graphite from that. Like
she probably took a magazine. And then she took the black ink from like something in the magazine, wet it with a little water to shoot eyeshadow. I've never been to prison.
That was going to be my question. I was going to be like, have you ever been?
Because immediately when she was like, coffee grounds and toothpaste, when I first had to pause it and react, after that I was like, well, I mean, the toothpaste serves as an adhesive and the coffee grounds simulated eyelash. Like, creativity, nigga. It's gross.
You sure you've never been?
Your eyelids are spicy, but it makes sense.
You've never been? No?
Not prison.
Okay. Okay. Sure. No judges. I just...
Not judges.
No judges. I just...
One, two, three, four, five.
Okay. Cool. Back to the story, how they got... so Mama wanted, you know, her hair to match her teeth, so... they go to this
Supercuts.
Yeah, they go to Fantastic Sam's, where they charge her for a cut and color. For about $400.
So they're like, so she's like, I want to go blonde again. So they're like, okay, that's $280. And then she's like, okay, baby, that's $300. And then they said, oh, we forgot to add the cut and the wash, the blow dry. Right. I was like, that's not included.
Like, what makes you think, like, how are you going to do the color?
So you're just going to do the color and let her walk out wet?
Right.
I mean, I know she looked like she should be wet, but like, you're just going to...
That's it.
So they you could tell they made up that number on spot and told them people $350 for that lady to get her hair colored, cut, and blow dried.
Right.
And she walked out of the salon. Oh, I've gone too far. Actually,
yeah, you've gone too far, because before she gets the process started with her hair, tells the price. She gives Skinny Fat Bastard a to-do list.
Yeah, she pulls out her
she pulls out a piece of paper,
her notebook paper,
and she tells him all the things that she needs to buy. You know, like body soap, pomegranate, has to be pomegranate, some other things. Now, I was telling Jade earlier, I know that you shouldn't buy this because it's not healthy for you to use. But if I've been in prison for any given moment, for even just an hour, I'm going to use Summer's Eve. Just because. I just need to reset it.
You can go sit in a little vinegar bath, you know what I'm saying?
Dettol, alcohol, bleach.
Borax.
Yeah. Ammonia. Something. Salting. Salt. No, I know. But I would dish that one time and one time only.
And then probiotic your ass off.
Yeah. Kombucha, everything.
This is for my fallen niggas.
Yeah. Listen. Culturel down.
All my good cultures are gone.
Culturel down.
Pour a little out for my good culture.
Ollie souped, okay? Mad probiotic. Greek yogurt down to the socks. But just know that I'm going to dish. Yes, I'm going to dish that one good time of Summer's Eve.
Just on GP.
Just on GP. I could have been there for 30 minutes.
I gotta cleanse my. You might as well burn your coochie.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Light it on fire right quick.
Yeah, I mean, at least I know it'll clean.
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. It's cool. It's just pussy girl. But anywho, he goes back, but he also dips off at this lingerie.
She also asked for selfless tanning lotion. He was like, what's selfless tanning lotion? And she said, oh, sunless tanning lotion. And then she said she also wanted a dress that had cleavage and it was tight and short.
I can't comment on that. Not on this show. Y'all ain't gonna cancel me, goddammit.
Everybody don't matter. Everybody who has eyes can see that dress was 2 sizes too small. This ain't no body shaming. This ain't none of that.
Mama
that dress was
like,
just too small.
Mama looked like a bratwurst, okay?
I'm coming out.
Listen.
I want the
She said, I can't breathe in it. And I was like,
busting loose, a bratwurst.
But anywho, but Skinny Fat Bastard was so elated to drop his entire SSD check on her. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was, you know, like, oh, he's really into her. And I felt sad because I'm like, she is going to drop you. Mm-hmm. So later on, they finally get to dinner. Mind you, he said he only had $1,000 for the 3-day weekend.
Oh, he also said he was going to take her to the nicest restaurant in town to propose to her.
Wait. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, cool. The next scene, they go to this restaurant, and the first thing I see is a bitch with an Adidas t-shirt on.
It was like a Whataburger sports bar.
Nigga, they went to Chili's.
They went to Applebee's.
They went to a upscale, like, they went to Red Robin.
They did. They were like, bottomless fries, please.
Like, they went to some shit where you could, like, you don't have to dress up. He wasn't dressed up.
Yo, because it was a pack of niggas in the back who
Yeah.
looked like they just got finished playing ball.
Yeah.
Having a meal.
Having a meal.
And so they get there or whatever, right?
They went to Cheddar's.
They went to Cheddar's. Can we have some croissants and some raspberry jam, please?
That's literally where they went. Because I was like, why did that girl have like an Adidas trefoil, the 3-leaf? Talking about this is an upscale restaurant. They were like, ooh. That mac and cheese they ordered looked nasty though, because they had gravy on it. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I low-key thought they went to one of them places where you order at the window and they go sit down.
Yeah. It would have been classier than
Word. I'm like, you wouldn't even take it to the Papa though. Like,
right.
Goddamn.
I was like, what is that? Anywho, he only had $1,000 for the whole weekend. But he blew through that before dinner.
He spent about $900 of it just on her hair and her 2 pieces of lingerie. And when I say 2 pieces, I say a top and a bottom.
Mm-hmm. He spent $350 in that lingerie shop.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yes. And on her pomegranate spice body wash.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
And no Summer's Eve.
No Summer's Eve. But even yet, so she came out.
No shower. Because she changed into her clothes at the salon.
Somehow had a new fresh face of makeup in that dress that was 7 sizes too small. But still had not asked for a shower.
Mama has not even sniffed bath water.
She does not care about washing the prison off of her.
No.
She doesn't even know what all day is.
No.
Gross.
No. Oof.
He proposed.
And she said yes. And the niggas in the back with the t-shirts on
looked confused.
But they cheered them on anyway because niggas gas anything up.
Well, first of all, they had to like amp the crowd up because at first he was like, she said yes. And everybody's like, yeah. And then she was like, I'm engaged. And they're like, woo!
Yeah.
This bitch was loud as shit. Then they go, how long y'all been together? Well, funny story. We just met today.
They keep telling niggas this. Why can't any of these couples create a lie?
Just lie.
Like, just lie.
Lie in harmony.
Like when Black Woman Weave Lady was telling like the car dealer like, oh yeah, he's in prison and he's a crip. Like, shut up. Stop
Bitch,
telling niggas this.
You're talking way too much.
Right. Anywho, that's enough about Skinny Fat Bastard and coffee and toothpaste.
There's more interesting things to get to.
Let's move on to the Venmo Vixen.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about them for a second. Yes.
The Venmo Vixen. Because it was Marcelino and then, but ooh, that shit shifted.
Yeah. Sorry. Y'all been knocked down.
Yeah. So the Venmo Vixen, the Western Union wench.
The Cash App cunt.
Yeah.
The mulatto money gram.
Yeah. She is out, and she is playing this role.
We already talked about her being. It's all in your head.
Okay,
we talked about that.
Oh yeah, they weren't in one episode, so
yeah,
that's fine. So she gives Scott a makeover,
which,
if she didn't mess up his mustache, he would. He looks a lot better now. I will say that.
He went from looking like a dead bunny rabbit to looking like a naked mole rat.
He just got upgraded to horrible. So do with that as you will.
But the way she be talking to him, just be like, "Oh, so I messed up your mustache, so you're just not gonna have one, okay?"
Mama said, "Yeah, I went to cosmetology school, but I took a couple classes, but they kicked me out because I was too high." It's like,
but the way she was working them clippers,
where did she get those fucking clippers?
It looked like I don't know.
That's what I was like. Oh, production got this for her.
Oh, of course, or she stole it.
Probably, I don't know. But either way, she did a good job with his hair. I'll say that
she did. Made him take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
So he went from red to pink.
Yeah, again, he got upgraded to horrible.
He still don't have a tooth yet. He still don't have a tooth.
And then he'll be from upgraded,
he looks like the little thing ugly. From Kim Possible.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll just be upgraded to ugly. Oh. Once he gets the tooth.
Yikes. So she gave him a makeover. They tongued down. That was gross. And then he took her out on a date.
My stomach turned.
That was gross.
We don't know how the date goes because they weren't in an episode, so.
Right. But she's starting to potentially make me believe that she might actually like this nigga.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's just comfortable and ready to settle down. You know how niggas do sometimes where they be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go find me a good girl now, which I think is so stupid, disgusting. But
I do want to say that she looks like Karen Clark Sheard.
She does.
Yeah, she does.
What is going on?
Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, okay, we're done with them.
Ooh.
Whoa, who should we finish with?
Well, we'll finish with the. Actually, no. Let's go with the
Scrabble?
The Scrabble tiles.
Scrabble tiles.
Because the other one threw me for a loop. I got hot.
Listen.
So Scrabble tiles. Let me say one thing. I can see why Brooke Hogan, fake Brooke Hogan, because Sarah looks just like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, she does. FBH.
Yeah. I can see why she's into that nigga. Like, I can see why, he's... I can see why the white girl's into him, but I can't understand why Sad and Misshapen is into him.
You can't?
No. Because based on, I could understand, based on the kind of girl that Sad and Misshapen is, because I've known girls like that.
Oh, no, let's just call her Travel Auntie Clothes. That's Travel Auntie Clothes.
Yes. Chico's Couture. Mama had that jazzy hoodie with
dress
the shoulders
down.
Yeah, Mama had that jazzy hoodie.
Let me tell you what the shoulders cut out. She said, I'm going to unwrap my hair and I'm going to put on my...
Yes.
I'm going to put on my hoodie with the shoulders out.
Yeah. Oh, that was it was jazzy.
It was jazzy, honey. Where'd you get that? Foley's.
Girl, you got that at Foley's basement, girl?
Foley's basement. On clearance.
But anyway, I can see, if I'm her, I want somebody tall, dark, handsome, like an Idris kind of, that kind of thing. Because, oh boy, the braids...
Stunted braids?
Yeah, first of all, braids is a silent killer. And it's the number 16th killer in black men between the ages of 16 and 23.
Yeah, it is.
Tell you, it's statistics. Look
Actually,
it up.
16 and 45.
Yeah, it's a young killer.
It is.
Either if you have braids, either you play basketball or you've been to court at least 7 times.
The reason y'all can't find these on the statistic list is because it's 16th. You know, nobody really but it's the 16th killer.
It's the 16th killer. It's a fact. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. What is going on?
No, I fucking hate them. So yeah,
they ain't gonna have all that when them white folks move across the street.
Stunted braids. I feel like when he breathes,
he has really nice skin though.
He does.
For a nigga that's been in prison for a while, he has fairly decent skin.
Well, you know how black men are. Like, y'all just be washing your face with Palmolive and like
is work.
Slather it down in Crisco and just be like, nigga, my skin is just glowing.
This is work.
Well, you're some sort of unicorn nigga because like these other niggas, it's super irritating.
That's how you know God don't like gays because I be having to work at this shit. People like, that's what you get, sissy.
Like us. We be out here with the whole line, the whole kit.
Listen,
and your shit just does what it wants when it wants to.
I be
niggas,
so bad. Straight niggas.
Like, what do you wash your face with, Dawn? I wash it with Dawn. What do you moisturize with?
They just be like,
coconut oil.
Right, like what? Like what? If I put coconut oil on my face, my shit is blowing up like
whatever
the world.
I find in the cabinet. Yeah.
Like no.
They'd be like, that's that oil you fried that chicken with.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. Like, I hate you, nigga.
I had to buy every shit at all the shit at Ordinary, Clinique, Fashion Fair,
Sephora,
everything.
Fashion Fair.
Listen.
So
God don't like gays.
So stunted braids.
Whew.
Stunted braids has on his king t-shirt and he pulls up to his mother's house.
We have to address the fact that they have king and queen t-shirts.
Oh, I'm not even surprised.
Well, we haven't addressed it. So the thing is, Brooke Hogan was like, FBH. Brooke Hogan was like, we have these matching T-shirts saying King and Queen, so to wear when he gets out of prison.
Yes.
And so when Braids gets out, he says, Sarah is a queen, but she is not my queen. The producer asked, well, who is your queen? He says,
Megan, my queen.
Megan, my queen. First of all, you shouldn't trust him because he doesn't pronounce his words fully or correctly.
Nope.
He'd be like, I love you, boo-boo.
Like Caesar. Hey, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Hey, boo-boo. I'm like, oh, God.
He can't speak.
No remorse at all for his actions.
He understands that he is married and was playing... how you get played from prison, nigga?
Jail.
That is wild.
Jail. You got played from jail. Period. Like,
that means you.
So my man said he married her because he was afraid that if he was honest, she was gonna take his child away. Let me tell you why that's some bullshit. Tell you why that's some bullshit.
You take it because I was about to be like, ooh, that is a lie for several reasons.
Because you didn't have to get married.
You did not.
That girl would have pressed you for like 12 more years, but still been by your side.
Yeah.
Had you never married her.
Right. White girls who are into black men never go anywhere.
Never. I mean.
That's not even being racist. It's very true.
No, it just is what it is. Like, they just be loyal as shit.
Yeah.
So, you did not have to marry her.
You didn't.
You are being greedy.
Yeah.
Niggas don't like to just say, I'm greedy. They want to have every justified reason in the world. They want to gaslight. They want to make a woman feel like something is wrong with her and that she didn't operate well in this space. Well, you didn't do this and you didn't do this enough and you did too much of this and you didn't do this. So I just had to go out. No, nigga, why don't you just say what it is? I was greedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted it all.
Just wanted it all.
And that's just what it was. I could respect a nigga a whole lot more. I'd want to slap the fire shit out of him. Mm. But I could respect a nigga a whole lot more if he could just be like...
Be honest.
I just was being greedy.
Right. Like, you was cool, but I wanted to see what this bitch was about. Cool.
But he
I would fuck you up, but like, all right, I get it.
That girl was never threatening to take your child away.
Right. Ever.
Like, you could have held off and told this girl you was gonna marry her when you got out. You got married in the jail. 2 weeks after, young Auntie Clothes came and visited you.
Oh. That's what I meant to show you. I told you I had something to show you today.
Oh, no.
So you remember... Wow. Shut up. So you remember how I said that she looks like every coworker? Misshapen and lonely? And I had a coworker that reminded me of her.
Okay.
Well, I found said coworker.
Uh-oh.
And when you look at her, you cannot say her name.
Okay.
I hope she doesn't listen to the show. She might listen to the show. But, and I'm not going to say where I worked with her, but here.
He refused to show this to me until we were recording. Young Auntie Clothes.
Don't she look exactly like?
The shade is, though, your old coworker has better weave.
No, whoa, what?
She got better weave than
that's
Auntie
new
Clothes.
though. That's new though. But I think that came with growth and age.
Because that heavyweight, wet and wavy that sits atop her head.
In that confessional, man, listen, that is a dead muskrat. That is Nicki Minaj on her head. That should be moving.
I have an old coworker who looks like this too.
See? It's like a thing.
My queen, she's next to me. She's next to me. I need her loving feel. Just stay right by my side. Just you and I.
But anywho, king and queen, they go to
King, not his queen.
Yeah, they FBH drives him to his mama's house
in Flint, Michigan.
No one's surprised that he's from Flint, Michigan.
All his niggas are outside.
His sister, who's named Day Day, and I'm not surprised that her nickname is Day Day.
No.
The mama comes outside, and his mother is aware of Megan.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because he's on FaceTime. So Day Day tells her brother who just got out, because it's his whole family and like his niggas.
Yeah.
All in the yard waiting. Mm-hmm. Standard. So Day Day's like, oh yeah, I got a boyfriend now. He's like, oh, you got a little boyfriend. So FBH says, oh, does he live close? Okay, let's go get him. So she takes Day Day to go pick up her little nigga. And that's when King, Stunted Braids, puts on his sweatshirt over his King t-shirt, which you really could have just worn your t-shirt, because, I mean,
how does she know?
How would she know that that's supposed to be a matching set?
Right.
And FaceTimes old girl. And of course, she's heated.
Lonely.
Young Auntie Clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
So young Auntie Clothes FaceTimes him, and she's, tucking this dead hair behind her ears that needs to be.
Yo, mama needs an Afro G treatment in the worst way.
Your girl needs an Opalex like nobody's business. That's like, you need to go see Mona. You need to go see the Mona cut.
Get you a diva cut and everything.
Girl, and then get you some diva curl. You needed a twist. You need to go twist out, chop these ends. The hair is dead.
Yes.
It is dead.
It's dead, mourn it.
It's dead, mourn it. So she starts tucking this dead hair behind her ear with her young auntie shoulders out on her hoodie, and her dress brown hoodie. And she's
Mama had that. Mama had that jazzy sweater on for 2 episodes.
Right. But did you see the attitude change up though? Like, well, so what you doing?
Right.
So she's a wannabe bird, is what she is. She's not a real bird.
Of course not.
So what you doing? So how you getting down there? And he's like, oh yeah, FBH gonna take me. Skirt.
Mm-hmm.
She's upset. But what can she do about it? Nothing, because she's in Texas.
Right. So, we see if we, Stunted Braids ends up wanting to go kick it with his niggas. Oh, and of course, Stunted Braids is a rapper.
Oh, yes. Of course he is.
Because why wouldn't he be? As soon as that nigga was like, yo, when you gonna fuck around with this music shit, I was like, oh.
I was like,
Of
I
course.
I knew it.
Why wouldn't
you be a rapper? Like,
why wouldn't you be?
Of course you're a rapper. Baby Knock need to just go ahead and make a mixtape.
Unless if he's a singer and we don't know. Because he just said music. I just automatically assumed he was a rapper.
He might, with them braids, he might be a trapping B star.
Oh.
Pseudo.
Like Jacquees?
DK.
Like Jacquees?
Yes.
Oh.
The young man who can't stay on tune.
Or grow.
Or write his own songs. Or sing his own songs. Or sing.
Yeah, he don't really fuck with singing. He don't really fuck with musically like that.
No, he don't fuck with music musically.
He don't really fuck with notes.
He don't really
like
sing
that.
singfully though.
Yeah, nah, not like that. He don't really fuck with singing like that. Like he sings, but not like
He's a singer,
for
but he
real.
don't fuck with singing.
Yeah, not like that. Not like that.
You fuck with singing? Nah, I don't know that nigga.
Yeah, he sings, but he don't really fuck with it tunally like that. Like,
Woo.
But anywho,
Woo.
But yeah, so FBH and him get into a fight, and he pulls off with his niggas.
Oh yeah, he pulls off with Eminem and them.
Yeah, because he wanted to go to the studio and make some beats.
And so she acts like she's about to call the whole thing off, but we all know that's a lie. So
right. So that's where we are. Oh, forgot about the white couple. White couple that was fucking in the woods.
The meth head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they fucked in the woods.
Yeah. Fast forward, but they get to his mother's house.
Oh.
And that's when shit goes left.
So
I forgot about them.
This nigga's attitude is just like fuck it,
piss poor.
2 tears in a bucket.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 pisses in a bucket.
Everything was cool. Does. Like they keep counting how many times he's nutted in her, and
yeah, it's
and
gross.
each time I throw up violently, and
they did it on the leaves.
Yeah, and she was like, "It was so good, I could have cried." And,
yeah, this is my soulmate.
Yeah, and again.
And then immediately after that, in his little confessional, but post Woods, it's one of those just out there confessionals. Mm-hmm. He's like, my drug of choice is meth.
He reminds us all the time.
Hi, soulmate.
He doesn't let a moment go by without letting us know that he
likes meth.
Right.
And that usually when he gets out of prison within the first day, he uses meth.
Mm-hmm.
So then they get to his mother's house.
That's where all hell breaks loose.
They get to his old room, and it's lime green, which seems to be a theme in this show, and we'll talk about it later. Mm-hmm. So it's a lime green room. And the first thing my guy says is, see that window right there? Every time I come home, I try to jump out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it got really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And she tried to chuckle it off.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'm going to sleep on this side so he can't jump out the window. And then your manga man's makes it more uncomfortable.
His face shifts.
And he goes, oh no, if I want to leave, I'll just walk out the door.
He was like, I don't like being told rules. I don't like he turned into one of them
no.
yeah. He turned into one of them trench coat mafia niggas real quick. Like, fuck you, mom.
Yeah, very combat booty.
Yeah. And I was like, oh.
Everybody calm down.
Oh, fake Juliette Lewis. Run and get some front of some people.
You keep talking about this is your life. Girl, go. You can go have a life.
Run.
You don't have to be with
Get in front of some people.
He's not your last option.
Right. Well.
You have chosen to walk. No.
That's true.
She did not have to leave her mother. Her mother said, I will not house a prisoner. I will not accept this.
I may do math, but I won't do that.
but I won't do that. So the mother, who we know is part of the problem, once again dismisses herself when the conversation gets uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Again, we are seeing what's happening here. A common theme as to why this man is the way that he is. Mm-hmm. So the mother leaves the room. They start arguing. And yeah, he's just a little asshole. A methy asshole. Methy asshole. Okay.
Ooh, so this was a storyline that we weren't expecting to change.
A plot twist.
Oh,
plot twist. The machismo Hotep.
And Jan Brady.
Ooh. Lesbian Jan Brady.
Yeah. Dyke Jan.
LJB.
Yep. Dyke Jan and old nigga. Yeah. So she gets out. They drive. He won't let her alone in the desert. She just wants to sit down and breathe, and he just comes and
she just wants to look at the sun.
Right, and he has to go infiltrate. So they get to this casino hotel thing.
And he is parading her around in her prison gear. Mm-hmm. Just walking. She's like, take my hand, please. Like, I'm uncomfortable. Can we go to the room? She's like, I really want to shower. So XZ and I said together, we have never gone up for a white woman like that.
Nah.
Especially in a situation with a man of color.
Especially not in this particular political climate.
She needs to go get in front of some people.
Run! Get in front of some people. Blink twice.
She has a good head on her shoulders. She speaks well. Like, she's able to really, like, articulate her emotions.
And conceptualize, like, it's almost like she's an actress almost, but she's not.
She's just very together. Like, she just knows how to express herself very well, right? Her thoughts are very clear and concise. There's nothing to be misconstrued. Like, I'm like, all right, you might be a white girl I can get with.
Right.
So they get to so she's asking, she's like, I'd really love to take a shower.
Yeah. The only person on this entire show who has said.
Baby Nuck, did Baby Nuck try to go take a shower? No, he didn't.
No, he finger popped her in the car wash.
Oh, John B. He took a shower.
Oh, he did.
As soon as he came in.
He did.
When he nutted in like 12 seconds.
No, she took the shower first and he went in after her.
Really? I thought they went in together. And it was like 12 seconds a nut.
No, she was showering and then he walked in.
Oh, okay. Well, it was still 12 seconds.
Gotcha.
But regardless, he came home and took a shower. But in this season, that is the only person who asked to take a shower, who vocalized that they needed to wash the gel off of them.
Yeah.
So she'd like to take a shower. You can tell she just wants to be for a moment. 2
years and change in prison. Like, she just wants to just chill.
Just give her 15 minutes.
Right.
Now, I will say, we're going to give him, this will be the only props that I will give him of the entire season. They came into the hotel room and he had gifts laid out for her. Mm-hmm. But I said lime green was a theme this season because he had the ugliest lime green dress laying on that bed.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just... And her whole face was the ghetto. Mm-hmm. She was like, I do not want to wear this and I won't. Yeah. But he has gifts laid out for her and he had a thoughtful gift. So I guess when she was young, her parents stole her coin book that she loved and collected and went and bought a drink with them because they were drunks.
Yeah.
Alcoholics.
Yeah.
So he bought her a coin book, which was very thoughtful. And then my girl wants to take a shower, and your boy will not let her be. He goes and walks right behind her in the shower with a bottle of Barefoot and a glass. Mm-hmm. And picks her up and gives her head. Mm-hmm. And we heard it.
Mm-hmm. Later that evening.
Oh, God.
you know, they go on an actual date in the casino.
Mm-hmm.
They sit down, they're having a good time, they begin to talk about the future, and Dyke Jan is like, yeah, we can talk about the future, but I also want to live in the moment too. Like,
yes. I want to enjoy being out. I've been out for not even 24 hours.
Right. And so old nigga's like, you know, I'm 40. Like, I need to make plans. Like, I got to do this, I got to do that. And old girl she was like, well, what are you trying to do? And she was like, listen, I want to be happy, just not by societal standards. Like, I understand that you have like this linear type of plan, but she's just like, I just want to be me and chill and just have fun unapologetically and just be happy. Like, I haven't been happy in a long time, and I'm finally happy now. I'm out and I'm free and yada, yada, yada.
I'm in a good space.
I'm in a good space. He was like, no. We need a concrete plan. I'm 40. I'm ready to have a family. What are we doing? And if you can't get with that, well, I'm just gonna call the whole thing off. And you just won't. You keep giving me bullshit and run around the answering the question. She's like, I didn't answer your question.
She's like, you just don't like what I said.
You don't like what I said. And then,
nigga,
my chest is getting hot.
Nigga, he picks her plate up
while she's talking.
And she is eating like throughout this conversation. Mm-hmm. She is eating her food. This is her first like meal. He picks her plate up and puts it out of her reach on the table behind him.
My chest
my heart's not beating so fast.
My chest is getting hot again.
I was like, did he just move her food? And then, because there were other things on the table, he takes her silverware. Jesus. I'm so pissed.
Run.
Livid. And she still handled it dignified. She said, first she told him, she says, don't talk to me like that. I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. He kept talking to her crazy because he didn't like what she was saying.
And what she was saying was super valid.
I just got out of prison. I'd like to enjoy the moment right now.
Right.
I don't want to talk about a future relationship tonight.
Right. Not saying it's never going to happen, just not right now.
What's wrong with that? So he picks her plate up and puts it behind him on the table, takes her silverware. She says, I will see you later in the room. And she gets up and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I would have slapped that nigga's glasses off his face.
I would have had to go back to jail.
Shaken the table. I would have stripped everything off of that table that I possibly could to knock that nigga in the head. Don't touch my food ever. And put it behind you.
As a punishment because you didn't like what I had to say.
You are
punishing
abuse. Me?
That is early signs of abuse.
That was emotional. That was emotional abuse.
I said, oh, absolutely not. This nigga said, not even put it to the side, but he put it
behind him and then reached a little bit and pushed it back.
You got the nerve.
I want to slap him in the face with a wet towel.
That is the most nerve I've ever. What?
I could not even believe he did some shit like that. And you know that girl don't have no money to go buy herself no other food.
Right.
With your bitch ass.
So they go into the. Apparently, he apologizes that night, and
I forgot about this part.
They apologize that night, and the next day they have brunch with her best friend, who was her bunkie in jail.
Yes, and she seemed like a really nice girl.
Really nice girl, pretty.
They seemed to have
a
very genuine relationship.
Eyelashes on at like 11.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah, she was ambiguously something.
Yeah.
But they had a good. You could tell they had a good vibe. They held each other down friends. When they were in. They became friends, and they said it. They were like, we were locked up for a long time, and all we did was talk all day. Like we are best friends.
Right.
This man was so nasty to her. So nasty to her. Go ahead, give it to him.
So nasty, so rude. He kept prying to see what she was in for. and like berated her the whole time to the point where Dyke Jan was like, chill out.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with you? And then he had to excuse himself because he was like, okay, I'm doing too much.
Yeah, way too much.
And her Dyke Jan's homegirl was like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
She was like, your boy is intense.
Yeah, he's intense. But then Dyke Jan's best friend was like, so you gonna meet with your girlfriend? And that's where the plot twist was. Yep. Old girl never really broke up with her girlfriend like that.
Yep.
And she feels like they can peacefully coexist. Like her girlfriend and this nigga.
Yep. So the thing about it is, he knows that she's had past relationships with women.
Mm-hmm. But he feels like because he's a man that his manness supersedes all that. And he can save her from activities.
Yeah, he actually speaks on behalf of her genitalia when he says she requires something that only a man can give her right now.
Right. How the fuck do you know that?
She told us she identified as bisexual within the first 2 minutes of us meeting her.
Right.
So that doesn't... Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Something's not... 2 + 2 is not equal in 6.
Absolutely not.
So that's Love After Lockup. Ooh. 2 episodes. Woo! So much.
So much. Let's take one more break and we'll be back with Nigga Peace Theater.
Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. Nigga Peace Theater. We took a break. Someone asked about it last week, and I was like, soon come. So... Nigga Peace Theater, if you're new to us, this is how it works. We have a new story every year. Normally I start it, but this year Jade is starting it.
Oh, yes.
It's a chapter week by week told by us. I feel like we should incorporate it in the main episode.
Yep.
Yeah, we should. Instead of doing two episodes a week, we're just going to hit you with the main one.
And then after so many chapters...
We did it, and we come out with a book. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you get it for free. So go over ahead and subscribe to our Patreon.
As well as 2 videos a month and an extra bonus episode.
Yeah, so go over there and check that out. Fuck with us. But last story we didn't finish because we weren't happy where the story was going. It was a little too wild.
Yeah, it was just too much.
It was too much to tie in. Although the very first one was a little wild, but it was easier to reel in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Jade has written. Again, normally I start it, but this time Jade is starting it, so I have no idea what to expect. So next week you'll hear a chapter or 2, or I think it's 1 chapter, right?
Yeah.
From me. Based off what she wrote, and she won't know what I wrote. And yeah, I'm nervous because I usually, I have control issues. So
calm your nanny.
Yeah, so go ahead, take it away.
All right.
I'm not gonna look at you because I'm trying to listen and take it in.
Hey, Miss D. Good morning, Miss Dolores. It rang up and down Tompkins Avenue as Dolores Washington made her way to church. She smiled and greeted everyone she came across. Dolores, or Miss D, had been in Bed-Stuy her entire life. She knew everyone and everyone knew her. Kind of. Dolores walked into church. She sat in her usual seat, 3 rows from the back, on the aisle seat closest to the wall. This was representative of who she was as a person. Cautious, smart, calculated. She thought about details that most don't, such as the quickest and most strategic way to observe and escape a room of chatty Baptists after getting the word. She knew they liked to convene in the aisle, so she would quietly slip out the side door. This is how she moved in life. She observed the usual morning service. She paid her monthly tithes. She appreciated the word of the day where Pastor talked about her favorite woman in the Bible, Rahab. She put some money in the collection plate. She sang the songs, clapped her hands, and gave Pastor John her usual smile and head nod before slipping out. She got about halfway down the block when Irma Jenkins came trotting up behind her. "Where you always running off to? You should come eat with us." Irma got on Dolores' last nerve. She was meddlesome and had shifty eyes. "I'm actually headed to the supermarket to pick up my last few things for dinner, but thanks for the invite." Dolores managed to muster up a phony smile. She was a church lady after all. "Save yourself the trouble and come have a meal made by somebody else for a change." Irma was persistent, but Dolores wasn't having it. "I already started. My roast is on right now, and Lord knows I don't need my house catching on fire, but thank you. I appreciate the invite." "Okay, girl." Irma squinted a little and turned around and switched back to the church. Dolores stopped at the supermarket, grabbed a couple of items, told young Charles at the register to tell his mother hello, and went home. She finished up the cornbread and mashed potatoes, made a plate of slow-cooked roast, mashed potatoes, collard greens, and cornbread. Grabbed her notebook, turned on some Aretha, and sat down in her chair.
Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. 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 Look at
Dolores woke up from her food coma around 8 p.m. that night, with the Aretha record skipping. She put the food away, washed up the dishes, grabbed a beer, and went upstairs to take a shower. She had some work to do. She called her driver. "Hello, Charles. I have a few errands to run." "Yes, Miss Lola. I'll be there in 10 minutes. "Who's Lola, you ask?" Lola is Dolores, and she ran one of the biggest drug cartels in New York City.
Damn. This is very Jade.
I was trying to figure out if we were going to have a horror story this time or I wanted to do something different. I was like, we can do the black, good art, good black literature. Nigliture.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's switch it up a taste.
That's interesting. Oh, wow.
So I want you to keep in mind, I have not placed a time period here. I have not identified a time period. I have not.
You haven't also identified any age either.
Or age, exactly.
Well, this proves a challenge for me. Because, okay, Miss Lola.
Dolores, a.k.a. Lola.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I have some work to do.
Yes, you do. Now, they'll probably get a little bit longer as time goes on, but we just want to hit you with the new.
Yeah.
So you know that we've started.
Yeah.
So it'll be a chapter or two every week. We don't know what the other one is going to be writing, so I have no clue which direction Mr. Delo is going to take this story.
Me either, until I sit down and write it.
I had no clue which direction I was going to take this story.
Okay.
But
okay.
That is our start.
Today was a long episode, but it was good to be back on this side. Yeah.
Yes.
Good episode. Good times. Anything we need to close out with?
No, I don't think so.
I was honored. Oh shit, right. I'm one of the honorees on Air's PR list. Yeah, I'm being recognized in March. The gala's in March, but me and a few other people are being honored. I'm being honored for the work I do in the digital space. There's some other people honorees. I know Sean Torrington over from Slate TV is. One of the cast members from him and a couple of other people. So yeah, you can go look at my Instagram and get all that information, and on my Twitter and stuff, and on all of my social media. It's all there. And yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Congratulations, friend.
Gracias. But that's it. See you all next week.
Bye.
This episode of Jade and XD was produced by Abraham Kevin Quezada.
Every man wants a woman.
Every man wants a
Vous couchez avec moi ce soir. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Every man wants a woman. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
How'd it go? Every man wants a woman.
Every man wants a woman. Every man wants a woman.
Even in 2019, it never gets tired.
Never! For never.
We begin today's meditation with a few sipping exercises to remind us a little treat can go a long way. So pick up your McCafe iced coffees, close your eyes, and deep sip in. And deep satisfaction out.
Take a treat retreat at McDonald's. Right now, get a McCafe iced coffee in any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price of participation may vary.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hey, this is Jill from the Container Store.
Oh.
Is there something wrong?
I just thought a virtual designer would be a cool robot.
I could do a robot voice if that helps.
Maybe?
Hi, I am Jill. Let's design.
Nope, absolutely not. Regular voice, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not good at impressions.
Enjoy free virtual in-home closet design and up to 25% off closet systems with the Container Store's custom closet sale. The Container Store, where space comes from.